let's get right to it. I don't even want to go in chronological order. I want to go straight to your game, coach. The Patriots, 28-16. This game seemed like it was in reach for the Texans a little bit. And CJ Stroud, man, the memes, the things I'm seeing online of CJ Stroud, he needs to stay offline. Houston Texans are really, really, really upset. This guy, man. I mean, if he would have did just half of a good job, who knows what would have happened with the Texans. But the Patriots maintained their poise. And I'm sure you did too. Tell me about it, coach.
Yeah, man, it was a well played out game for all three phases of our team. It's funny you mentioned memes. I want to talk about the meme I saw. They had CJ Stroud, right? And then they had my guy from Scooby Doo. He came and snatched the mask off CJ Stroud. And guess what was under the mask?
What?
Geno Smith.
Oh, man.
Geno Smith under the mask of CJ Stroud. Oh my God, that was so funny to me. I was gonna send it
Oh,
to you. I said, nah, I ain't even gonna send it to
oh, I'm glad that you did it, man.
him.
But
But yeah,
Gino's old news, so you could have. It wouldn't have hurt me that bad.
okay, I got you. I got you. Yeah, but man, it was a great
That
game.
is hilarious.
Yeah, that was funny. It was a good game, man. You know, the Patriots did what they had to do to move on. I was surprised that so many people picked the Texans. You know, I was
Yeah.
surprised that so many people picked the Texans. Far as analysts and stuff, I think the bets were still favored with the Patriots. But a lot of analysts and stuff picked the Patriots, man. They all year they just been saying we ain't beat nobody. We ain't beat nobody. I mean, we can only beat who we play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We can only beat who we play.
It's
And
true.
and most of the time, the games weren't close. You could tell they didn't belong on the field with us. You know,
Yeah.
most of the time games weren't even close.
Yeah.
So everybody kept talking about the Texas defense, but we got the fourth ranked defense far as yards given up, points scored in the league.
The defense was very stout, I must say.
So we got some names that people might not know about, but they play well together. And then when you got
Well,
Mike Vrabel,
it looks like people are going to start knowing these names because it looks like your Patriots are about to hop on a Super Bowl bus and make their way to San Francisco.
right? I mean, I you got to still respect Denver. I know we'll get into them a little later too. Still got to respect Denver, man, because like I said, you seen backups win playoff games, but so we still got to respect them. But the chances have increased, and man, to be right here where we at now, and what I thought we would be at the beginning of the season, man, it's just been remarkable.
It's been a remarkable year for you. I mean, you look at May. I mean, just to see, you know, the patience that he had through the game, and even one thing about May that I think is evidently so clear is that even when he messes up, even when there's a mistake made, he's able to keep his composure and not lose his composure and gather his thoughts and get it right back.
Yeah, yeah, that's so true, man. That's true. At the beginning of the season, I'm gonna go back to May, but I just want to finish what I was saying. Beginning of the season, when I told people that I think we can win the division, people were like, "Man, ain't no way you beating Josh Allen and the Bills to win this division." I'm like, "Man, look at our defense. There's a chance.
Yeah.
Let's look at the defense. There's a chance." We didn't overspend, overpay for any offensive players because we needed one. So it wasn't no offensive players out there for free agency beginning of the season. So we went and spent money on defense.
You did. You spent money and money that was spent very wisely. And not only defense, Let's talk about the running game because Stevenson, 16 carries, 70 yards, formidable performance.
Yeah, he ran well, man, and then and despite of missing a lot of the first half with the eye injury.
Yeah. So I mean, he did fantastic. And then they have a special thing that they're doing in the stadium. What what is the thing that they're doing? Was it with Booty? Is it Booty? His name is Booty.
Yeah.
Booty got a booty dance. What is the gesture they did with Booty? Because Booty had
I missed that one, man, but I'm pretty sure they got something, man. Because
Booty stunk up the stadium, man.
man, he's been amazing, man. He's been amazing, man. That was one guy that they talked about with the Patriots trade at the beginning of the season, because he had a little buzz about him. They were like, they can get something back for him. But man, I'm just glad they held on to him because he ended the season strong last year. Him
He
and Jay.
really, I mean, what a that catch that he did was phenomenal.
Yeah, man, he been catching that fly route all year. Just good, just for people to get to witness it, on the bigger stage. But he been pretty good with that fly route all year. Him and May.
All year long.
Yeah, he been
And
good with the fly route all year.
three receptions, 75 yards, one touchdown. So he was an unsung hero, but there was a lot of unsung heroes, and I think that's really uh, what I'm getting when I'm looking at the Patriots team as a whole.
Yeah.
There's a lot of unsung heroes, and like you said, you might not know all the names of them, but they come together. They're able to rally. Mike does a good job of rallying the troops. Josh McDaniels, as much as I couldn't stand him when he was a coach for the Raiders, he's very good at what he does when he's offensive coordinating. And quite frankly, I don't think there's anybody that's even in his league. I mean, when you look at statistically
Right.
what he's done.
Yeah, man. He's had a good season, man. Play calling, as you expect. And I want to go back to something you touched on. You mentioned I kind of went somewhere else when you was talking about it. Drake May kind of he got to clean up the turnovers. Um, you don't want to put that ball on the ground, man, because really if the Texans would have fell on a couple of them fumbles, the outcome of that game would have been different.
It would have been different.
It would have
The
been
ball
different.
the ball bounced your way.
It bounced that way. It bounced that way. It bounced that way because even with CJ Stroud doing all the turnovers, it wasn't like turnovers that was putting ourselves in position to score. They were turnovers that really to kind of keep them from scoring.
Right.
So it was on our side of the field, and so we still had to drive. Other than the pick six, Jones took it to
Well,
the house.
yeah, and here's a psychological, analytical way of looking at it. CJ Stroud made a lot of mistakes, but mentally, what kind of damage did it do to him? I think it really, may have hurt his confidence a little bit. It got him out of his game, even though he came back a little bit sharper in the second half. But the way May responds to adversity is just you can't. I don't even think you can coach that. It's something that you got to have inside of you.
Right. Yeah, he don't get down on mistakes, man. He come back and he just try to make the next play. Um, CJ Stroud, I think he'll be all right, man. I think CJ will be all right. Everybody got to remember, man. He didn't come into the game with Nico, and then he lost. Starting tight end first, pretty much about the first possession. I think it was first possession. They was trying to, or maybe the second possession. First or second possession, he got hurt in the end zone on non-contact injury. So, and then the Texans had a touchdown call back on their first possession.
Yeah, yeah.
Just off the guy didn't wait for the fullback to get set before he went in motion. So man, everything just kind of went our way. People think that the Texans play badly, which they did, but the ball just didn't bounce their way too a lot because they moved the ball a little bit in the second half. They had showed a little spark. Like I said, they had a touchdown call back, and they ball just didn't bounce their way. But at the end of the day, Drake May made the plays to get us our points when it was needed to.
when it was needed, and that's the definition of greatness. Is coming through when it's really needed.
Yeah,
Um,
it is.
um, and like you said, you can't take away from the Texans. I mean, they went on a 10-game winning streak.
Right.
But it goes to show you're only good to the public audience as your present performance.
Right.
You can win 100 games, but people are going to talk about that 101 that you didn't win.
Right. Yeah, right. And then and CJ Stroud was a little not a little shaky. He was shaky, especially beginning of the game. It was multiple throws where we're like, oh, he lucky that didn't get picked off. So,
Right.
and then he was kind of coming off a bad performance versus the Steelers. So, um, them are two tough road games.
Yeah, those are really two tough road games.
Yeah, them two tough road games, man. So he's still young and he got time. They got a good coach. He done been to the divisional round, all 3 of his years.
Yeah, he's doing a lot. They're doing a lot better than my team.
Doing a lot better than a lot of teams,
Yeah.
So they'll bounce back. But far as us, man, I think we're gonna be all right. I think we're gonna be all right, man. I don't gonna go as far as say the dynasty back, but this year, man, I'm just gonna enjoy the ride. It wasn't supposed to be this soon.
Enjoy the ride. I tried to flatten the tires, but I said, you know what? I thought about it. I talked myself out of it. I said, I'm not going to flatten the tire.
Hey, man, it wasn't supposed to be this soon,
Meet Tony Lee, rising country singer and artist. He's a husband, father, and All-American, celebrating his roots with the release of his new album, The American Dream, now available on Amazon Music. Serving up the comfort food of country with favorites such as Back to Nashville.
Now there's no Loretto, cash is long gone. The spirit of their music still lingers on. Slowly pulled to the side of the road, as I turned on the radio.
Sweet Mansfield Dreams.
Sweet little Mansfield is where they lay me to rest. These tidal bones as my soul flies on like an eagle leaving its nest.
Get your copy today at Amazon Music. That's rising star Tony Lee and his album The American Dream.
And how is the script going to be written? Is Stidham is he going to be the guy that's going to completely shock the world since he was drafted? Is this part of the script?
Drafted by the Patriots, right? I don't like it, man. I don't like it.
I know you gotta feel it, don't you?
Yeah, I don't like it, man. I don't like it. I really don't like it. But I think we're gonna be all right. But I don't like it.
You got a feeling, don't you?
Yeah, I don't like it, man. But I'm gonna say this: if same thing, like I said, I think I hit you up, on the same before the game started. I said coming into the season, after about the first 4 weeks of the season, right? You would tell me that I get to play the Houston Texans for an opportunity to go to the AFC Championship game. I'm gonna take that. I like my chances, right?
Yeah.
I like my chances. So now, same thing. First 4 weeks in, you tell me I'm gonna get to play the Denver Broncos with a backup quarterback for the opportunity to go to the Super Bowl.
They can't even make it past. I mean, more than 20 yards. No.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take them chances, man. Like I said, man, I wasn't too worried about the Texans. I knew they had a good defense. I really didn't think they were gonna beat us. And I mean, I never say never, but the Denver Broncos with Stidham shouldn't beat us. I didn't think the Denver Broncos with Bo Nix would beat us, to be honest. But with Stidham, they most definitely shouldn't beat us, man.
The only way that is possible is if the Patriots make some uncharacteristic turnovers.
Right.
that the defense just scores on the turnovers, and that crowd gets so electrified in that game that Stidham just turns into a beast. He becomes Nick Foley, okay?
Yeah, right. That's what I'm afraid of.
And you're like, whoa, I cannot believe this. Because I don't know. I don't know what would be greater. The sense of accomplishment that your team did this whole season, or the pain that you would suffer for losing in the AFC Championship to a backup quarterback that you guys drafted. Oh my gosh.
No,
I will have a bag for you. It won't be a paper bag, but I will make sure that I have some kind of bag for you if that happens.
I can always answer that, man. The pain always outweigh the joy.
Right.
I mean, I'm just serious. You ponder about losses. Like as a coach, I ponder about losses for a long time. I forget about the wins.
Yeah, that would be a really emotional loss.
Yep, I forget about the wins, man. The losses is what I think about.
This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. I'm gonna get a bag just in case.
What's your thoughts on the Bills? It was a lot of stuff that happened in that game.
Oh, the Denver game.
Right.
Oh man, they won. And the controversial interception call. I don't know. I really, looking back at it, I saw a similar play on a different game that went the opposite way. Man, you know what? I'm okay with that call more than I'm not okay with a pass interference call that should have been called. Okay, and the referees missed out on.
Right.
I feel like the Bills did get a little bit robbed, quite frankly. I think the reps were really on the Broncos side. But then you saw things like Josh Allen, out of his 4 turnovers that he had, where he kind of going into the second half, he had the ball in his hand and he kind of threw the ball. I mean, is this WWE or what? I mean, I know the fan base is called Bills Mafia.
Right.
But now I'm starting to think, is the real Buffalo Mafia, the real Mafia? Are they part of these games? Because why would you do something so boneheaded as that? Unless you knew you were going to get your legs broken.
Right. Well, I'm gonna say this, man. I think Josh had a lot of bad plays in that game, and he got a rep of doing that, just trying to do too much. They like to say he got to do everything for the team to win.
I don't know. You got to slow that one down, man. That one was really questionable. But go ahead.
Yeah. I'm just saying, far as he had some missed throws, he had some turnovers, just trying to do things that Josh do that people think is so heroic. But he got to get rid of that mentality of that he got to do everything to win. You're not gonna win that way, So you got to trust your teammates. Like you got to get that ball in Cook hands, or you got to trust the people around you, man. But far as
Cook had a decent game,
right?
He had a decent game.
Yeah, he did. He did. So I mean, you got good players around you. So he don't got to come out there with the mentality that he got to do everything.
Yeah,
that leads to a lot of turnovers. His game has always been that way.
Yeah, everything like throw a game.
Yeah, as far as the interception, man, I think that was an NIT to me because I looked at the replay a couple of times. Cook never had it like firmly. He never really had the ball firmly. It was always like kind of moving.
It was a little bit loosey goosey, yeah.
Yeah, it was always kind of moving. So I think that was an interception too. I thought it was an interception in live time, and I watching the replays. I don't think he ever uh had control of the ball. Um, that PI, the first PI thought was a little questionable. I thought it was just a little hand fighting. And I say this a lot. The wide receivers, like they be saying that they aren't. It happened in our game too. Like the cornerback is like it looked like the cornerback is grabbing the receiver arm, but really the wide receiver is putting their arm into the cornerback's chest to try to
Right.
get some separation. So
Yeah.
what is the corner to do when the wide receivers initiating that contact with their off arm? You know what I'm saying? To get separation. So, I mean, you're trying to get it off of you. If they put it there, you're gonna grab it a little bit. So I think it's just hand fighting. So I
I
think that
think one of them were okay, but I think there was one that wasn't.
no, the last one wasn't. The one that White did, he jumped on the guy back a little too early. It was just
Yeah.
it wasn't much. It wasn't. He didn't miss by reaching by that much, but time was just a little off. Time was just a little early. If he would have did that time in just a slight second later, it would have been a great play.
And that flag was a little too late, meaning it didn't even happen. That flag should have came out. It should have been pass interference, and we would be talking about the Bills going against the Patriots.
Right. Now, I think we're talking about two different plays. I'm talking about the play where they did call the pass interference.
Oh, I'm talking about the one they didn't.
Okay. Yeah. White jumped on the guy back, and so they called pass interference. The two pass interference happened back to back in overtime. They're the ones I'm talking about. The one that happened, the first one that happened, that was questionable. I don't think that should have been called. But the one that White did, he got there a little too early.
Yeah.
They got there a little too early, man. And then, and Buffalo put themselves in that situation to where the refs could affect the game, man, by just turning the ball over so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I hate to see Bo Nix go down, man. He played well in that game.
Yeah, man. That was a freak. What a freak of nature, man.
I know, man. Second to the last play of the game.
Oh. And what a wonderful matchup that would have been.
Man, same draft class, man. Let's think about it, man. That's crazy.
So,
that draft class is just amazing, man. With Caleb and Jaden Daniels and
it's terrible, man.
Bo.
Terrible. Oh man, but Stidham, I mean, look, he could be 1-0 and go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he got a great defense, man. I said Drake got to be careful, man, because Denver do some of the similar things that Houston do. When they get a sack, they gonna try to rip you when they get in that sack. It ain't gonna be just a sack. They going for the ball when they sack you. So
this is gonna be something. What is Sean Payton going to scheme up?
Right.
What is he gonna scheme, Coach? I don't know.
He gonna try, man. He gonna try to scheme, and they're a little beat up to it. The wide receiver core. I want to say Franklin got a little beat up, and they rookie Bryant. I think he got a little beat up. So
I can feel the butterflies in your stomach right now.
Yeah,
it's gonna be all right, Coach. It's gonna be okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be okay. Like I said, man, you told me a couple weeks in I'm gonna had to play Denver Broncos with a backup quarterback for a chance to go to the Super
Bowl.
Your
chances.
I like my chances.
I like your chances. I think my parlay is gonna like it too.
The Pride and Egos line of athletic wear is a brand that tells a story about people representing individuality, diversity, equality. Everybody's got our own story. What's your story? We interrupt this broadcast for the Second Opinion halftime show.
Hey, I'm Dark Pines, and this is my song Roll Up, and you're watching Second Opinion.
Hey everyone, my name is BJ Mills, and you're listening to my song, I Got It All, here on Second Opinion.
The kitchen corner's got a neon glow from a mountain of Budweiser lined in a row, stacked up high like a Christmas tree. There ain't no presents underneath for me. The dishes in the sink are a porcelain pile. They haven't seen a sponge in a long, long while. I got a warning from the boss man on the phone saying, son, don't you dare leave me working alone. So what do I have? I got a whole lot of nothing, just a heart that's been broke and a mind that is bluffing. I got a trash can of bills that I'm never gonna pay, an eviction notice staple where the door used to stay. I'm running on diesel and a heavy regret in a truck that ain't finished its dying breath yet. I'm a closing time ghost in a neon blue hue. Yeah, I got it all, 'cause I ain't got you. My Chevy runs like a three-legged mule, hauling a piano, acting the fool. It coughs and it chokes through the engine grind, and I smell like a bar at closing time. Stale cigarette smoke and a cheap rye whiskey is the only damn thing that's been acting frisky. I'm wearing this loneliness like a cologne in a house that's forgotten it's ever been home. So what do I have? I got a whole lot of nothing, just a heart that's been broke and a mind that is bluffing. I got a trash can of bills that I'm never gonna pay, an eviction notice stapled where the door used to stay. I'm running on diesel and a heavy regret in a truck that ain't finished its dying breath yet. I'm a closing time ghost in a neon blue hue. Yeah, I got it all, 'cause I ain't got you. Back the tide, the reason I didn't let everything slide. You kept me honest and you kept me clean. You were the grace in a world that is mean. You kept the checkbook and you kept the peace. Now the bills and the bottles just seem to increase. What do I have? Just a whole lot of nothing, a heart that's been broke and a mind that is bluffing. I got a trash can of bills that I'm never gonna pay, and a final notice staple where the door used to stay. I'm running on diesel and a heavy regret in a truck that ain't finished its dying breath yet. I'm a closing time ghost in a neon blue hue. Yeah, I got it all, 'cause I ain't got you. Yeah, look at all I've got. Just a kitchen full of cans and a lot of empty space where you used to be.
Hi, my name is Ashlyn. I'm from Carbon Lifeforms, and you're listening to our new song, Not Here Anymore, and you're watching Second Opinion.
I feel the life we had has faded away. You're cooling, distant, but I want you to stay. I've got a feeling you're not here anymore. I can see it, feel it when I walk in the door. Is there someone who replaced me? Did they make
This halftime show was sponsored by Nash Studios of Greenville, North Carolina.
Now we're going to move on. 49ers in Seattle. Wow.
Yeah.
Someone was sleepless in Seattle, and it wasn't the Seahawks. It was the 49ers because they didn't get enough rest. 41-6?
Yeah, that was a beat down. That was a beat down, man. And the
Rashid Shaheed to start the game, 95 yards.
Yeah, man. That's what I was about to say too. God.
Wow.
And he electric, man. That trade in the middle of the season, man, kind of, changed the team, changed the dynamics a little bit. That guy's explosive, man. He's really
super explosive. And the defense was explosive.
Yeah, it was. And then, Zach Charbonnet went down that game.
Yeah.
Zach Charbonnet went down. He'd usually the goal line back. He split a lot of time with Walker. But with Walker getting them extra snaps, he went ham.
Walker looked kind of tough.
Yeah, man. And everybody was always saying, but see, everybody will always say why Walker don't get more touches because he's explosive. But I understand why Seattle
Walker looked kind of tough now.
Yeah, he is. He always has been. I will say this. This is the reason why he don't get more touches because he can't stay healthy. So they let Charbonnet split time with him, like really split time with him this year. And this was the first year that Kenneth Walker didn't go down with injury. So the Seahawks were playing the long game. So, but now, with Charbonnet going down, you got to hope that Kenneth Walker stay healthy for this game and the next game.
Yeah.
But with the touches, though, he looked electric. And that's how he is.
He looked really electric. And guess who else looked at halfway electric? Sam Darnold, 12 for 17, 124 yards, 1 touchdown. And he's got a cup over there that he sips from. Cooper, 5 receptions, 60 yards. When you got that kind of guy, I mean, Sam Darnold doesn't have to do too much.
Nah. No, that's how you want to win games with him, man. 17 passes. If your team only throw 17 passes, then more than likely your team won the game.
That's right.
Your team won the game, man. But I expected more from San Fran. I mean,
all the injuries, Coach. All the injuries.
That's what I was about to say. I was about to say the same thing. Because Seattle kind of just rolled them by the last game of the season to get first place. So I guess I shouldn't expect it. But would it have been the playoffs? You were thinking Shanahan would make some adjustments. But I guess they're just too banged up. Even Christian McCaffrey went out in the first half with a little shoulder injury.
They banged up. The 49ers were just banged.
Yeah, they did. They did well to get to this point here, man.
They did extremely well.
Yeah,
extremely well.
Cinderella story, Fox struck 12 on it, and it was just,
Yeah.
So.
And when you look at the Seahawks, let's look at what they're up against, man. Because, I mean, do you think that they have a shot?
Yeah, they most definitely got a shot because the defense.
They might be in the Super Bowl, right, Coach?
Yeah, they might be, man. The defense, man, is just tremendous, and then they got that 12th man.
They got that 12th man.
Yeah, so you just ain't facing that 11. You got that 12th man. So, and they got a good pass rush. Good run stopper, good DBs on the back end. They kind of long with it. So
yeah,
they got that reach, man. Them DBs got good reach. They're hard to score on.
They're very hard to score on, and they're so quick on the ball.
Right.
The way, they can go horizontal, they can go vertical. These guys are they're locked in. They're really locked in. So, the Seahawks are going to be a hard out. And our Bears, I wanted them to be in, man. I just can't believe this happened, Coach.
Yeah.
I don't get it. What happened to our Bears? They turned into Cubs.
Yeah, well, they play well. They play like the Bears play. you know, they fell down early.
I mean, that beautiful pass at the end, I'm thinking this is Caleb did it again. And let's just talk about Caleb Williams, what a phenomenal season. You can't take anything from the kid.
Right. No, you can't, man. So that's what I'm saying. That draft class there, man. Him made, and you see that Bo Nick still in there. Drake May looked like, you know, the Bears made the right decision by moving on from Fields and, you know, and drafting Williams. So I'm glad to see him and Ben Johnson get on the same page. You know, it started out a little rocky.
Started off very rocky.
Yeah, people talking about they had to go to Badgett to the backup quarterback to run Ben Johnson's system.
Yeah.
But worked out well, man. Like I said, the Bears were a very, very, very talented team.
Ben Johnson was very anal with the offensive game plan for the Bears, you know, moving forward. And with that game planning comes detail. And Caleb had to surrender to that. And once he surrendered to that and really focused in and gave his all to it, it worked out well for them.
Right.
But did you feel, Coach, that we were going to see something magical in Chicago, or did you feel like the Rams were just the better team?
Well, yeah. I really thought the Bears was gonna pull it out, man. To be honest with you, when it went,
Me too.
You know,
Me too.
I really thought they were gonna pull it out, but Caleb did an amazing throw, man. I never seen nobody go 35 yards backwards and throw it off their back foot into the back of the end zone. I was
my goodness,
this kid here, man.
I'm telling you.
So, you know, it's always good to be able to run your coach system, but as a coach, when you got that type of player there, it makes your job a lot easier.
You gotta allow him to move.
Yeah, you got a lot of move. That's what changed the season around for the Bears. They told him that instead of throwing so many throws, sometimes you need to, you know, use your legs more and run and scramble and get yards. So when he started scrambling, kind of changed the Bears season around.
It really did. They scrambled some eggs for sure.
Yeah, it changed the season around. But
and then you look at Swift. I mean, come on, Swift was phenomenal.
Yeah, he had a great season, man. Swift had a great season. And then you got the backup running back too. They got a good 1-2 punch there. It's a lot of promise there in Chicago, man. And I don't know, if Minnesota going to even, you know, bounce back from their year. I don't know if JJ got it. Detroit, obviously, you can see they miss Ben. So, and then Green Bay. I mean, I guess it's just gonna be Green Bay, man.
Yeah,
Green Bay gonna keep Green Bay in, you know.
Yeah,
just gonna let you down. I think that'd be different though if Parsons come back healthy. They'll be back, but
Green Bay is always there, right?
Yeah, they're just always there.
That's about that. They're there. They're just there.
Yeah, they're just there. So, but going back to the Bears game, man, the play that the interception, man, I don't really blame. I don't blame Caleb fully. Like you said, I don't know if he had to. Like a lot of people say he didn't have to take the big shot, which he didn't at that time. You know, they was kind of moving the ball downfield.
Right.
You know, but it was kind of what Ben Johnson called.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at the routes that was being ran, 2 of the 3 guys that was in the route, they were deep.
Mm-hmm.
You know, had one guy underneath, he was covered, and then I want to say it might have been a Doomsday they had running well over the top to take the safety out to play, and then Moore's supposed to cut up under him.
Mm-hmm.
And if Moore would have ran his route, the throw would have been perfect right there in that slot. He had to cut across the face. Doomsday had really took the safety with him, you know what I'm saying, for the most part, but when he made a throw,
execution.
Yeah. So you don't really expect that from a vet wide receiver like Moore. And I really think Moore ran the wrong route because it was 2 receivers in the same area.
Quite possibly.
And I know route trees. I've never played in the NFL.
Something didn't work out. Something
Right.
something happened that didn't work out.
Right. I never played in the NFL, but even at the high school level, me and another receiver was never in the same area.
Right. They
And
do
we
that a
ran,
lot nowadays.
and we ran our routes right.
They try to confuse the opponents and they end up confusing their own teammates.
Yeah. So
that happened. And you know what else happened? Matthew Stafford happened.
Yeah.
The Hall of Famer that he is, that happened. And then Devontae making the critical catch when needed happened.
Yeah. Yeah. He did, man. That's what I said, man. Devontae and Puka. That's a tough combination, man, to play against. So that's going to be a battle.
That is going to be a serious battle. And the Rams are going to be going to Seattle. And we should see what happens. I don't know, but I can tell you this. My money is going to be on Seattle. I'm taking Seattle. I think it's going to be an old rematch, Coach. I think it's going to be the Patriots versus the Seahawks.
That would be a tough one for us, man.
That's going to be a good one.
That'll be a tough matchup for us. That's everything that we have trouble with facing. You know what I'm saying? That's everything we have trouble with facing. Far as the explosive run game, we struggle with speed out the backfield. Our linebackers can tackle, but they're not really fast. Ellis and Spleen, and we struggle and may struggle with a good pass rush and a good secondary. So that will be a really, really tough matchup for us. I think we match up better with the Rams. Not saying they won't score.
Totally. With the Rams, that's a way better matchup.
Yeah, I think we match up better with the Rams. And to be honest, I think the Rams gonna beat the Seahawks, man.
You think they're gonna beat them?
I think they're gonna beat them. I thought the Rams was a better team, which it means nothing now. This means nothing, but I thought the Rams was a better team coming into the season, and I still think they're gonna be the better team at the end of the season.
Can it happen? Can it happen? Look, this is how I feel. I hate to put a Hall of Fame quarterback versus one that I don't think it's going to be one. Okay. You already know my feelings on Sam. I'm waiting for Sam to show himself. When is the Sam that I know that's deep inside of him going to come out? When is it going to happen?
Right.
But then all of a sudden, when I watch the Seahawks, there's just this electricity in that stadium, man. I don't know what it is. It is the 12th man.
Yeah.
And if they get in the Super Bowl, not saying that LA is right there, San Francisco, but man, I think the Seahawks, this would be like a home game for them. Going against the Patriots would have to go cross country.
Yeah.
San Fran.
Yeah.
I mean, the writing is kind of on the wall just a little bit. It might be dripping just a little bit, but it just kind of feels that way, Coach. It feels like Seattle is destined right now to be in there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I would love to see Devontae Adams get to a Super Bowl and win it. I would love to see that.
Well, how about let's just get there? I don't know about the winning part.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't know about the winning part.
He caught it. You see, audience, he caught it. I thought I could put one over on him.
Not this time of year.
Not this time of year.
We locked in over here, man. Not this time of year.
You haven't been sleeping, have you, Coach?
Well, man, I've been sleeping well.
You have been celebrating.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so
I can see it.
It's easy to sleep at night when you win. It's hard to sleep when you lost, But
I was thinking you were on the party train right now because You are so excited. I guarantee you're listening to every sports radio, anything that you possibly can right now to hear about what's going to be happening this weekend. You're like a little kid before Christmas. I can feel it.
Yeah,
Coach, I
man.
feel it, man. I feel it.
Yeah, we're excited, man. I'm excited. But I want to say this. I think about the game about the Rams in Seattle. I think that Matthew Stafford is going to score. Even though as good as that Seattle defense is, I think you just talked about it. Devontae is one of the best to ever do it. Far as like that type of being put in that type of category, I think he underrated.
Yeah.
I think he really underrated as an all-time great because that's
Yeah.
what he really is. And then Puka is on his way to being one of the best to play the game.
Puka's
So
no fluka.
I had no sir, no fluka. But
No fluka for Puka.
right. So I think the Rams are gonna score, and I think Sam is gonna have to try to keep up, and we might see that Sam that we
We might
all
see that,
know.
Sam.
Might see that Sam that we all know and love.
Okay, I might have to reconsider my parlay then.
I think so. So if the Seahawks can keep the game low scoring, that's gonna benefit them. But once they start to get up there, I don't know about Sam, man. The Seahawks
Uh
defense has
oh. Uh
saved
oh.
the Seahawks defense.
Can Sam do it? I don't know.
The Seattle defense has saved Sam a couple weeks, even in the regular season. So I don't know if they could be able to save him. And the last time they played, that was a showdown. I want to say Seattle won by 1.
Yeah.
That
It was a showdown.
was a showdown, and I think this time the Rams could come out on the other end of the game and get the victory.
Well, it's about to go down. It's a showdown. And I just want you to think tonight when you're sleeping, since you're sleeping so well right now. Stidham. Stidham.
Oh, Stidham, man.
Stidham. He's coming.
Yeah, man, he's
He's
coming.
coming.
Yeah.
Stidham is coming for you.
He might be, man. He might be. But hey, I want to say this, man. I want to throw this in here. What do you think about all the coaches, right? All the coaching vacancies, and names getting brought up. What do you think about old Bill Belichick?
I think Belichick can be a great coach for a team like the Bills. I think he would be a great coach for the team like the Bills.
You think he'll want to come and stick it to the Patriots?
He probably would. He probably would enjoy doing that, right? But I don't know, man. The old guys need to just kick back and relax a little bit.
Yeah, let the young guys come on through, huh?
Let the young guys come on. Just cool out.
Well, speaking of young guys, I did you watch your future quarterback?
Mendoza.
So what's your thoughts on the game?
I think that Mendoza was absolutely fantastic. And not because his passing stats would blow your mind. There was nothing that he did pass-wise that was that impressive.
Right.
There was some back shoulder passes that he did. I really give credit to the receivers making the catch more than I give credit to him throwing it. But there was one play, and that play I'm sure is all over the news. Is 4th and 5, and they went for it. And Mendoza not only got 5 yards, he got close to 20 yards, and he ran in for a touchdown. It was a quarterback draw. Brilliant play. No one ever expected it coming. And the way that kid stretched out and that sheer determination, that Raider determination that he had, I could hear the music of the Raiders, the autumn winds. All of a sudden, as he was going for the goal line, it was in slow motion. I saw a Raider. I said, this kid is a Raider. He's a Raider. The Raiders coach. The Raiders. Tom Brady was there. Trump was there. Everybody was there to witness a newborn Raider.
I had to ask you, man. I figured you were watching because that might be your future quarterback. So I'm pretty sure you was tuned in.
I was absolutely tuned in. Great game. Indiana, it's good to see that they finally won a national championship. You know, I'm originally from Miami. I love the Hurricanes, the U. It was a mixed emotion game. I wanted to see Miami win it though, but I got to tip my hat off to the Hurricanes. I think they played a hell of a game.
Yeah, they got a really good defense over there.
Yeah, brother. So that's about it. And I just want you to just kick back, lay back, get your rest.
Hey, man.
We might see the biggest upset of the year on Sunday. I don't know. I'm gonna get a bag. I'm gonna get a bag for you. This would be the upset of the year. Think about this. The headline: Stidham beats the Patriots. Sit back.
Yeah, old Stiddy. Belichick used to call him Stiddy.
See you soon, Coach.
All right. Yes, sir.
Let's shake the world.
I thought this was supposed to be fake. Oh, you got me pretty good too.
Little Mania Midget Wrestling Live is coming to Eastern North Carolina Thursday, January 29th at T-Birds in Weaverville, Friday, January 30th at the Countryside Event Center in Goldsboro, and Sunday, February 1st at Secrets Cabaret in Fayetteville. Don't miss America's #1 touring show. The action is intense and the pain is real. Get your tickets now at littlemaniaevents.com.